I'm here at PAXAus 2016 with Allen Chang from Rule and Make. Allen, Rule and Make appeared in issue 15 of the Campaigner magazine, where you talked about some upcoming games, Burger Up, as well as Rise to Power and Entropy that had just successfully launched. What's happened in Rule and Make since then? Especially with Burger Up, seeing as Burger Up was the next thing to come out.
Yeah, so Burger Up is released and it's gotten really good reviews so far. It's the best reviewed game that we've got to date, and it's also commercially it's doing very good for us as well. And after that, Skyward went on to Kickstarter and did tremendously well. You should know something about that.
Yes, I do. I know quite a bit about Skyward, actually, especially now that I've actually played it. I know twice as much as I did before. With Skyward, so we'll just talk about Skyward quickly then. The Kickstarter has now funded, as in it's finished and it's fully funded. How well has it done? Did you meet your target? Did you exceed your target? And what does that mean now for the time frame of when it's going to be finished and to backers? Right,
so the game has done tremendously well. We've unlocked every single one of our stretch goals, and that's a part where we've designed the game's stretch goals to make sure that we can still deliver it on time, and we never really expect any of our stretch goals to be unlocked, but it's always good to have it sort of happen. it's great. So we're looking at having the game ready for fulfillment around February. That's sort of when that's what we're doing.
Okay. That's good. I'm sure everybody will be very excited to get a hold of it. So talking about some other stuff to do with Rule and Make, you announced recently that you're going to be responsible, not you personally, but as the rest of your team, for working on Hand of Fate.
Yes.
Would you like to explain what Hand of Fate is and a little bit about what it is that Rule and Make is going to be doing for Hand of Fate?
So Hand of Fate is a video game developed by Deviant Development, and they are a video game developer that's based in Brisbane, and it was kind of a good luck for us because Rise to Power, the artist for that, Nick Smith, works for Deviant, and through that connection their office actually started playing Rise to Power and really enjoy it.
Okay.
And they've been following us and our sort of trajectory as a company during that time, and it caught the eye of the CEO Morgan, who really sort of said, "Oh, you guys could be a good sort of fit for them to actually work with them on a tabletop game." And Defiant's offices, they're huge board gamers, and they have a dedicated section just to play board games. And so it was really awesome that we were able to make it happen. So now we are making a Hand of Fate tabletop card game. That's sort of takes inspiration from both the first game and the second game that's going to be due out soon.
Yeah.
And that's what we're doing.
Oh, that's great. So had you at any point had you kind of thought that maybe adapting digital games for tabletop was something that Rule and Make was going to do, or is this kind of come out of the blue? Is this?
So we've actually been in the background trying to court video game developers to see what would actually make sense for us. But with any kind of partnerships, the chances of it happening is quite low because first of all, they have to have the inclination to want to work on a tabletop game with us, and it's not just easy as, oh yeah, we'll just let them do it. There's a lot of involvement happening, like how do you make sure that the property is done right? They have to have oversight over it. There's time and effort required on both parties to have to make it work. Yeah. There's agreements and contracts and all that stuff. So it's only really possible if the company is sort of open to that as a thing, or even like interested in actually pursuing that as an opportunity. So it just so happens that both parties align, and it happens to be in the same sort of location in Brisbane. So because of that, it really helped sort of make that work. But we've got other opportunities that we're sort of pursuing at the same time, and I think video game adaptations to tabletop game is a avenue that we want to pursue more in the future.
And so will it just be Australian developer games that you're kind of, or are you hoping that, are you happy to take to adapt digital games from international clients?
International ones we're very happy with. And so, yeah, we're sort of looking at all the games that we think actually would be a really good fit for tabletop games.
Okay.
So that's...
Well, you know, broaden your horizons. Yep, that's what tabletop's about. New worlds. So lastly, also recently you announced that Table Tyrant is now associated with Rule and Make in some way. It's not... would you like to explain kind of what this arrangement is? Because a lot of people are kind of like, is it an acquisition or is it a partnership? Or so would you like to explain like what the relationship between Table Tyrant and Rule and Make is now, and what that means for both of you?
Table Tyrant, we're good friends with Table Tyrant, and also we are mutual fans of each other's sort of work. And it just so happens that Dylan and Aaron, the operators of Table Tyrant, is based in Brisbane as well. So naturally, we get to interact with them quite a bit. And what we sort of floated as an idea to them, and they sort of really took to liking, is we said we are pursuing international. We're sort of looking internationally for a lot of our games. And in doing so, we're sort of representing our catalogue of games, which Rule and Make has done a decent amount, but including Table Tyrant's lineup as part of our catalogue is really going to bolster our lineup. Basically, it's more games, and in addition, Table Tyrant is representing their interest in games and the kind of games that they like and to publish. It's also in a different sort of area to what Rule and Make does.
Yep.
And so because of that, we thought it was a really good fit. We don't really step on each other's toes in terms of our category of games.
Yeah.
And so they've sort of wanted us to sort of run the operations while they sort of continue to develop new games and publish games through their brand. So that's the arrangement.
That sounds good. It sounds like a very positive relationship. We hope what me as a gamer, I'm really looking forward to seeing what you two can accomplish together.
Yeah.
The future's looking good. So this was Matthew Lee from the Campaigner with Allen Chang from Rule and Make at PAXAus 2016. We will see you later.